going, Scrub Gamers? Welcome back to another video here at ScrubGames, and today we have another video here going over my experience at the Fusion World event at UKGE. Because not long come back from UKGE, and I see normally go for the Masters events, but for some reason we didn't get a Masters event at UKGE. So the one time and one place we usually guaranteed to get a Masters event, we did not get. So like unsure if we were going, but luckily they had Star Wars on and Fusion World. And given that I've been absolutely loving Star Wars, and it was the first UK regional for Fusion World, and I've been playing that and also got a deck in person, I thought might as well go playing some Star Wars for the Friday and Saturday, and then playing the Fusion World event was on the Sunday. So went down to enjoy the games, played Star Wars, and it came to the Fusion World event. But then leading up to Star Wars, it was a lot more confident. Well, not confident, but more interested in playing that because of the fact that I've been really enjoying it. I like how the game mechanic, but with Fusion World, I haven't been enjoying it too much because we didn't really have a locals. We have 3 people, including myself, that attend regularly, and it's normally me on Ginyu, my buddy Biscuit on Gohan, and my buddy Matt on either Red Beerus, where he's kind of been testing a bit about U7 Goku. So that's what we've gone to because the other players, like One Piece players, that picked it up at pre-release and then dropped it straight away. So, well, we had like 8 to 10 people for our pre-releases. As soon as that was over for locals, that was it. It was just us and another guy, Sammy, who comes down from I think Gloucester to make up 4th sometimes. But so not much play, like not much diversity in that, and even on the client, you can't really try out many things because the card economy on it is it's absolutely trash. Like, it is astonishing how you can have a game like this that has a chance to, with like on a client and being rebooted to be like this, but having experience from a game they've had before. That's 25 sets to learn from. And I still not learn from it. It still takes something that could be very, very good and just make it really terrible. Right? That's bad life for you, though. But I went down, and my favorite character in Dragon Ball, all of Dragon Ball, is Ginyu. And of course, in set 1, there's a Ginyu deck. So I was considering taking Ginyu for it, but I had the dilemma of, if I do go against Ginyu, Broly because it's set 1, because where set 2 stock has been laid for the UK, it doesn't, well, it was delayed to come out today when this is posted, I think. So it's delayed till after the event, and due to that fact, they decided they're not going to have set 2 Leo, so it'll be just set 1. So it's the first regional where we can actually just play set 1 for the UK, which I was happy with because I wasn't really interested in anything for set 2. And from look at the results for set 2 as well, it was just that you play out either Top Goo or that can defeat it, which seems to be only Beerus, because it's in the same color. But it's just a tier 0 format, which is not enjoyable. So I would not have enjoyed that at all. But luckily, you made it set 1, and that was more that just felt like more enjoyable because I actually get to play. Most people have set 1, rather than not everybody would have set 2 or want to enjoy a tier 0 format because not everybody wants to buy into the best deck or not everybody's invested in the game. But having set 1 means we can actually enjoy some set 1 games, which feel a bit better than not having just one deck dominate. Where you got one deck that's more dominant, but then you can play a fair few decks and actually do alright. And just made it a little more enjoyable. But since from the results we have for set 1 events, it's mainly Broly, like Broly being the top, like big, like the top dog, and the deck that's normally you're gonna be facing. I had a dilemma with Ginyu where if I do take Ginyu, I'm either gonna start off by playing against like Ginyu in the first few rounds and just basically having automatic losses where it's like very like maybe if the player's not that experienced and makes some misplays or is not very good, I could potentially get some wins in with it. But after that, I could start off with just playing against Broly, getting lost from there, and then start off with a horrible day to my day of just basically going to Broly's and just losing and not having a fun time. But then I can also have the other option of not potentially playing any Broly's in the beginning, so going through and missing out the Broly's at the beginning, but eventually probably hitting the Broly's eventually when you get a top cup, and then having a horrible end to the day where I've started off strong, but then I get knocked out, like bubbled off because I'm playing against Broly and have a horrible time after that. So it's either have a horrible beginning or a horrible end if I play Ginyu, and I just didn't want that. So I thought Broly's going to be the most popular and strongest deck for set one. I have Broly because I managed to get hold of the stuff to build Broly. So I thought, if you can't beat him, join them. But if you can't beat him with Ginyu, just join them. So I'll go with Broly because I couldn't be bothered to after going out drinking as well with the Northeast Skies guys. Shout out to them, lovely people. Like it was so much fun staying with them. It's always fun hanging out with them at these events. And out for a few drinks. I did have a bit of a hangover in the morning, a bit of a throbbing headache. So I didn't really want to think too much about Frieza, so I just brought Broly because it's like less. You do have to think a little bit less, but also it had the it's the top deck, and it's the one I'm more actually I had a little bit of experience the night before when we were drinking, playing some mirror matches to just test it out. So I thought I'd go for that rather than just go Ginyu because Broly is probably my next favorite of the decks in the set, in the first set. So go with that. But then I was just worried. I had no expectations for this event because I didn't really care. I was there mainly for Star Wars. This was just to play in the first Fusion World event. I knew I was going to get some nice entry, get some nice packs with guaranteed gold cards, like a guaranteed gold marker, like these 3 guaranteed gold champ pack cards, and then the promo pack, which surprisingly I had all 4 cards from just one, like the Emperor promo one did. So that was quite nice. So we've got that. Got the participation. I thought at least I can sell that off maybe a bit to get the £8 we pay for entry back. That was cool. And I know especially if it didn't do well, I didn't do well. If I did well, then that's nice. So I was just gonna play. I just wanted to play the game because I don't get much testing at locals. Which I sometimes just come down with can't bother, just play a couple of games and that's it. Or play one game each and then drop. And then on the client, you don't really get to test properly because I'm not going to put tons of money just to get cards that you don't really get anything back from. I'm just there for fun, play casually. So I don't get much testing. I just wanted to play the game, and this was the best first time to really do so. So what I'm expecting, I'm probably going to play a lot of Mirror. I'm just going to have as much fun as possible. No expectations about how I'm not expecting to do well. Not expecting to do shit. Not expecting to do anything. Just going to go in and enjoy myself. So start off the first round, we found it looked like it's to be 8 rounds, but some people did drop out because there's no set 2 stuff, so we didn't have too many players. We had 130 something, I think it was 132, roughly about that. So over 100 players, enough so they had it at 7 rounds being it. So I know I just had to go play 7 rounds. I think eventually Buddy Ryan from the Manchester, used to be on Fanboy, Ryan K, shout out to him, lovely guy. Had a little thing to calculate kind of what kind of record you kind of need to get certain things. So I think it was if you get 4 wins, you can get up to top 64 to get the Vegeta. If you get 5-2, you get into top 32 to get the Goku. And it's some X2s can make it into top 16 to get a cereal, and then X1 guarantees you cereal. And then if you go undefeated, you win the playmat. So we knew kind of I was kind of after a few rounds, we kind of worked out what you need to go. So I was bumping some of my opponents who considering maybe dropping. I was if you do keep going, it is probably to keep going because if you don't get at very least 4 wins, you then have a good chance to get your Vegeta, which is very nice. So I think one of my opponents for my second round, I bumped into him, said about potentially, so he kept playing, and eventually went 4-3. As you can see, my second round opponent went 4-3 and didn't get a Vegeta, so I'm happy for him. He managed to get a Vegeta, he walked away with a Vegeta, which was very nice. So that was a nice reward for sticking around with it. And I think except my first round opponent managed get in the top 64 above. He gets some extra prizes, so that was quite cool. Just on the event, sit down, look for my pairing, stuck on the lower tables, and was against Adam and Porter from the Team Bill. Lovely guys. Shout out to them. Very lovely guys. They put from Masters. Also, most of them, except from I think Joe, hasn't joined the Fusion because he's not enjoying it, which I understand about that. And had a nice little game. Nice chat. So Adam's a lovely guy. I played Mixed before. He was on Goku Black, so it was among Broly, it's a hard I can't match, but he's got a better chance because he's a crit leader, so swinging to put crit on him. And then the only way I've got really to deal with his 6 drops if he drops them is Broly, so I have to draw that and find it. And starting off, I think I think I had the initiative. I can't remember who had the initiative. I think it might have been me. I can't remember who went first. Probably should have noted that down. I should have noted everything down for the weekend. But either way, start off the game, start saving crit. But I put in the strategy of if I have got 10k in my hand, I don't really need like a under 16 or something like that. I'll combo out the crit swing if it's just 20 to avoid taking the crit damage, losing a life, and just hold off on like higher life when he gets to later games and just push him to awaken. So, because even if he's awakened and can then start like bottom necking his master, bring a 6-drop, he has to see those combinations of cards. But then at least if he's awakened, he's not critting me anymore. So when he's swinging, he's drawing a card, but he's also giving me life to hand. So I tried to do that, and it got to a point where I think it hit my ramp, and then he did manage to drop. Eventually, get to turn 5 because I was going to make sure to keep popping his master. He dropped him because I managed to, like, as part of my ramp, get the free drop, and then the Vegeta the ramp as well. So I had ways to kill the Zamasu, drop him down, and he did manage to get to turn 5, awaken, well, swing with crit I think, and then awaken, play at Zamasu, sack it off to play, like reduce the cost of the 6-drop and play at 6-drop, and then hit me a 6-drop. But luckily, when the next turn after, I was going to get 8 energy, so I was able to drop my Broly, pop it, put some pressure on, but then he didn't. He was unfortunate not be able to see another 6-drop, so he was able to get another one down. So he just put some stuff down that kind of pressured me. At least when using the Goku Black as well, he was able to drop the trunks out to put back the my 5-drop Goku back in my hands. So I could use like sack the energy to draw, and also get the keep the energy there after that. So I had to be careful of that. But I was able to pop the 6-drop. He wasn't able to get another one down, and he wasn't able to clear my 8-drop. So I had that down, and then also had like more cards just putting and just pressure. I think I was able to chuck down a double striker, and just go all in with a couple of gigantic meters and just take it from there. So already as at the start, he did stick around as well. So he did help tiebreakers because we didn't give me the best tiebreakers going 2-5. He still stayed in. He didn't drop. He kept on playing, and that helped with my tiebreakers. So I'm thankful that I'm doing that. That's quite handy. Just unfortunately, he didn't do very well when we go into 2-5. But hopefully, he enjoyed his games and had a lot of fun playing. And then after that, it's like, right, that's one down. That's a Goku Black. It's not bad. No Broly yet. And then I go against round 2, Chris Cotton. I recognized him from Masters. He recognized me from Masters as well. Had a fun little game. He was on Frieza and I was on Broly. So he could potentially aggro me down. That's a more scary. Frieza's more of a scarier matchup. But then once I'm awakening at 25, he's also comboing up. But then where he combos up, I have to combo out. So we're both losing a card when doing that. But at least he's not just swinging and not comboing out to make me lose a card where he's not. So that's quite handy there. So I think it starts playing down to basically start doing a life, but establish things on board and try to like keep hitting me, like forcing me to lose cards from hand early. So that way I'm losing cards and low on life. But it comes to a point where he does drop his puts down to 2 life, does drop his 5-drop freeze and tries to go all in to take me out. But I'm able to out combo, so I got like super combos, gigantic meters to kind of make sure with tall swings I can get out of it. And then I think because he took down a fair few guys and had to go for game then, he was defenseless. I no more swings after that. Didn't kill me. Very low life, nothing in hand. I was able to just kill him on the clap back from that. So congratulations. So that wasn't too bad, and also congratulations Chris for making top 64 and getting that Vegeta. Then round 3 we had Sid. I think this for this opponent, this is this was my second Frieza. So I was like, there's still no Broly. Quite happily not having a Broly. Like I haven't avoided a mirror match so far. So remember, as I got to like later rounds, I was seeing like Broly's next to me, and when like having a chat before the round started, someone was saying like this was like their third or fourth Broly mirror. And I'm like, oh, I'm quite lucky that I haven't seen a Broly yet. While some people having like multiple Broly matchups, which is probably not fun. But I personally found that Broly matchup wasn't that fun. Like I didn't hate the Broly matchup; it wasn't that bad. It was alright. I actually enjoyed the Broly matchup, but I imagine not everybody does. But for my opponent here, for this opponent, I think this was. I think this Broly was this Frieza. He was I think this is the one that he was his first time playing. I think it was like first time playing. Hadn't played really played much before. I think he started off just playing in the event today, or I was testing before, and he was. I could tell he's one piece player because he had I think he had the Frieza in the wrong place, like in the different place, and this was the same as before, where they're trying to like just aggro out, but he managed to get the uh Ginyu out. But I think it was at one point we had to use it to draw a card, and also just attacking to get rid of it rather enough to leave it there constantly drawing. But I think all the freezes after that they were able to like put down the like Ginyu to kind of like draw, and also I had to like try and take it out, so you couldn't keep getting an extra draw on top of the leader swing. And the same thing, try to grab me out, push me down to 2, and then go all in. And I was able to like out combo out with super combos and gigantic meteors just to make sure that I didn't die, and then kill the clapback where they're quite low on quite low on life, where I've got stuff on board, or I can drop stuff on board and go for a game after they've got nothing really to defend themselves. So not too bad. So they're already like 3-0. Then I think we worked. This is when we I bumped to Ryan. We worked out that if I win the next one and go four wins, then that's guaranteed a Vegeta. So it's like, okay, one more win, and I need to get a Vegeta. That's kind of the aim now. It's just like any win now is just like extra things to think about. Like any more wins, just extra things on top of if I get the 4th win, getting a Vegeta. So that's cool. And so then I sat down and now we're halfway through the tournament, and I finally go into against my first Broly Mirror. So like, all right, Broly Mirror, this is going to be a tough one. Did play some games. Did play just 3 games on the Mirror the night before. So I played against Blair and Corey. Blair a bit pissed on playing Broly, which I think after a few games kind of like deterred him from wanting to play it or androids, and then switch to Frieza, which was a bad choice for him. And Corey wanted to try out the Broly Mirror as well to see like could get a bit of experience because he didn't have much testing it, and I managed to win those games, which was all right so far. I felt confident. I've had a bit of experience to know like how to play the Broly a bit, and yeah, I go against 2 Brolys as you can see on screen, but I didn't really. It was quite weird with the Broly because like my opponents both played Brolys on me. I never dropped 8-drop Broly in either of my Broly mirrors. So I won the Broly mirrors without even dropping a single Broly, because the only time I did see Brolys was not doing the searching for like Moa and Gohan, and yeah, that was the only time I saw them. Like so I never saw Broly to drop, and I only saw them from ramping or from in the searches where I can't find them, put them to the bottom of the deck. So when I was playing in these matchups, I was getting quite a little bit worried. Like, oh no, I'm seeing my Broly's. Like it was like, right, I saw Broly there, bottom deck, it saw Broly there, bottom deck, right, I got 2 Brolys, bottom deck, so I got 2 Brolys somewhere else, I need to find those, and I hit an F1 run, I got 1 more Broly in my deck, I need to find that one last Broly, it could be a life, it could be a deck, I need to find that Broly. But fortunately, while they were to drop Brolys, I was able to just win by just using the androids instead, being more of an MVP than the Brolys, to be honest. Be able to just come down and just put them down to 2 and just go away with a huge swing when they've got when they can't play their gigantic meteors and stuff. What I can, and just go and kill, because I think sometimes in some of the games the what's it the super combos were used more often, like to later swings to kind of avoid, and while I was like taking some hits and like using the super combos only for like a double striker lead, using other things to kind of like combo out. Yeah, it was quite weird. I never dropped a single 8-drop Broly, but I might as well take that by just grinding down, put down the 2, got an all-in with the android, and they either ran out of super combos or gigantic meteors to defend, or couldn't find them, which was the nice thing. So they saw the airdrops, didn't see the other things that kind of helped with the kill swings. So then after 4 rounds, I'm now 4-3. No, I'll start 4-0, and I know now I'm guaranteed to get a Vegeta. So at least now I've got Vegeta. So now I'm still not expecting to do anything, not like hoping to win or like focusing on trying to win. I'm just looking to play the game, enjoy myself, and like any more wins, just basically mean that's extra prizing. So if there's a win, cool, I get something else on top of it now. So now I go against my 3rd Frieza, and this was my first and only loss. And winning this matchup, same as the other ones just going on, but they came down. I was lacking a little bit in combo power because I had more 5Ks than they did my 10Ks, and so essentially came down on my last turn to having a choice of either I was at 2 life. I felt comfortable because I had a gigantic meteor and a super combo, but that was it, just gigantic meteor and a super combo, and the rest were 5Ks. So I had the choice of either playing out my 6-drop Gohan on this turn. So he had on his board a 2-drop. So I can't remember if it was. I think it was a 2-drop Frieza, and he had a Ginyu that was drawing him cards, and he also had the Frieza. So I know I could take out the Frieza because because I had the Big Bang attack in hand. I knew I could take that out, and along with the 5-drop Goku on board, so I could take that out and not lose the resources, and just Frieza gone. And I know he already had charged. No, no, he didn't charge. Like he had the Frieza on board. I know to pop that, but his option was either pop in the freezer and then play out 6-drop Gohan to then go ahead and heal a life, so get my 3 life to kind of grind out a little bit more, but leaving his 2-drop on board and his Ginyu to keep drawing cards on there, and then put a little bit of pressure on. I could then have an extra body on next turn to kind of go for a double strike swing, or do the whole of pop the freezer and drop the androids on, so like pop the 2 units and kind of put a little bit of damage on into his life, take him down from 4 to 3. So that way, next turn I have the androids out. I can drop and basically go ahead and finish, like kill him next turn with by just basically popping what he plays with a Broly and then killing after that. So it's either kind of prolong it with healing or try and manage board a little bit, put a little pressure, and guarantee that next turn I'm going to win. And I chose the latter, which was the bad choice, because then I didn't have much combo back. He did have another freezer in hand. I was able to drop the freezer, push through, and I was 10k off of being able to combo out. So I was just like 10k off of being able to combo out. And unfortunately, the two deck cards in hand were a Broly and the card I chose that should have been the Broly. I think it was an extra card. I had an extra card that was not useful. But instead, I charged my secret rare that I drew. So the two cards that I were dead or I charged were not 10k. So I just was out of 10k, which is unfortunate. That was my only loss. It's my first loss of the day, and it was still a good game. I did enjoy it. I just I had 2 choices, and I just picked the wrong one essentially. So now I'm X1. Now I'm like still guaranteed Vegeta. Don't care about any more losses. Just enjoying the playing the game. But now we're working out there. Then we find out. I mean, this is when we find out it's just 7 rounds. 2 more to go. So now we work out 2 more wins and guarantee a serial. So like now I kind of press on a little bit. But then my round 6 is now a Broly, so like, maybe this is where I don't get a Broly now because I'm going to go X2. And this one is where I kind of felt a bit more pressure because of like what I was seeing. Like this is the game where start off with a mower to try and find my ramp and whiffed. That was horrible. And off that mower as well, there's one Broly, and then I think I eventually find I did next turn. I did drop I think a Goku to Gohan, and off the Gohan, I saw never Broly. Put that to bottom, so that's 2 Broly scores. Like right, this is gonna probably be a loss. I've already seen 2 Goku Brolys, and they are both on the bottom of my deck now. So I got 2 other ones. I have to find that. Then I do my ramp, and my ramp hit. I think I did at some point. I did ramp both the 3-drop and also because I went second, and also the Goku, and one of those hit never Broly's. Right, that is 3 Broly's. I'm like, he's seen now that I've got 1 Broly gone. I know 2 at the bottom of the deck, and there's 1 more left either in my life or in my deck somewhere. There's a Broly. I just need to find this because otherwise I feel like I'm a bit screwed. And it comes to a point where he's just avoiding trying to like push damage to life, and then start trying to clear board instead of going for my lead. So I take out his androids. I try to push to kill his androids because he puts me down to awaken. And 2, and I'm able to like I make sure like the heal, like I don't have an 8-drop Broly drop, so I drop the 6-drop the heal and then focus on taking out, like not worrying about the lead because he's still on 6 life, and go to his board to take it out because like he's still not seen me have any Brolys apart from charging 1, so I could have a Broly if he drops a Broly because he's quite low on hand. I'm low on hand, just going for board control. Then it comes to the point where he drops the Broly to pop my card and leaves it there. To see if I drop a Broly, drop his another Broly on him. So he's down to a second Broly. I don't have a never Broly, so I just drop a never. I think I just swing at lead, apply plus pressure to get some cards out of his hand, and then drop the Android 16 because I've got nothing else to play. I haven't got an Android. I haven't got a. Well, I think I've got an Android, but I can't go into game because he still has like energy for it. Is gigantic, and also he's still got a few cards that you can like. It's more comfortable. You can come out of it where I can't put enough pressure to like finish with a 2-drop. So I thought I'll leave it to try and push another 2, then use the Android, but kind of like use the Android 16 to block an attack if he does go, and get that Gohan out. And if he that way he's gonna have a hard time killing me because I'll be on 4 life. I'll be back up to 4, and also I'll have a body on board to attack with. So you have a harder time. So he ended up attacking. I block with a 16, without the Gohan, heal on life. He drops a Never Broly, pop stat, but then now he's got 4 swings, but I can combo out and potentially kill him next turn, so he just leaves it there, leaves 2, because now he's got 2 Brolys. If I can't get rid of these, I'm a bit screwed. But I'm quite lucky enough, he's got not many good cards in hand, so I'm able to, I think at this point, I think he's on 2 life, but I don't have an android, so I'm able to play out a Goku. I think I've got 2 Gigantics, so I've dropped the Goku to ramp the life, well, ramp the energy, and get something aboard so I can then sack off from a lead to draw a card. And I swing with lead, or swing with the Goku, Giganti on it, go to 50, and of course, and then so he takes that and he goes down to 1. Not many cards in hand, so I'm able to play Gohan. I find a Never Gigantic, but I already have 1 in hand, so I grab a Vegeta, and I'm able to go leader, swing at 30, Gigantic, and then he just, as soon as I put that Gigantic down, he just scoops it up because he has got enough to out combo it. So without dropping a Broly in any of my Broly mirrors, I'm able to take them both just by like grinding out and just pushing through like the rather than just clearing board, dropping these big things, just try and push life, and just grind out resources and make sure the board's clear. So at this point, right, we're just like we're 5-1 now. Me and James as well, both 5-1, and now we are 1 win away from guaranteeing we're gonna get a serial card. So just 1 more game, and from my last round, it was a Freezer. So I'm like, I feel a bit better. It's a Freezer, but I have lost against a Freezer, but I have beat 2 Freezers. So it's kind of like I've had a better record against Freezer than I've had a negative record. So just narrow Freezer, I have to get through this. And for my opponent, I think he did say afterwards, the first game he ever played for Fusion World was his first round in this event. So this was his first time playing in Fusion World. His first game was in this opponent. He managed to get all the way up to X1. So did very well for. I think he came from One Piece, like One Piece. I didn't realize he came from One Piece because he didn't have his leader in the middle of the map, like some of them do. He had it in the normal position. It wasn't until after he said he was a One Piece player. So he's been very methodical, trying to see checking what cards in hand to make sure we're taking our time to go for it. So we did get quite late into the time, but we were able to make sure we're going properly, and it still didn't it going quite close to time, like a minute left. But we did have to take time because the last round we have a lot of things about because there's a guarantee of a serial Goku on the line, because if we go X1 we're guaranteed to get the top 16. So it was very the pressure was on. So it came to exchanging. It didn't aggro me down to awaken really quickly, but I made sure to hold off and not awakening on defensively, because even though defensively I would awaken and get that extra energy to do more things, I would rather have the draw to get more options and have that energy there because I could drop the Goku the same turn and then sack that off to still get it. So ramp and then sack the energy off to get a draw. Oh, I think it was a Vegeta, one of them, but I wanted to get the draw rather than awaken defense. Rather than get that energy that I can use the turn after, I'd rather get the draw and have more options. So he did aggro me a bit down, went a bit wide, but of course it's only 20k, so once I awaken, you could combo cards off, but then I'll see on my 5k, so just go combo off, not over combo, just combo enough, and focus on clearing his board. And it comes to the point where I think he saw all 4 of his freezers because he charged 2 of them. So he did start the game off as well, so he did get he was able to go second because he won the die roll. So he did use the entry marker early, dropping it on turn 2, dropping the Ginyu to get out dropping the Raccoon to get out Ginyu to untap and then bring out Freezer. So go to the board, but it's only 20k, so it didn't matter too much when I was awakened. And also, if he attacked with too many, I'd be able to attack into him and kind of clear his board rather than he wasn't pressuring too much because he's attacking with some, but making sure he can untap him after with Freezer. So he's using Ginyu, the Ginyu 1-drop he played turn 1 to get a draw, and then attacking with Soulcalcs and leader, and then restarting him. So I've got less attacking just to its lead. So doing that, being quite slow, that means I like time to kind of get higher up, start playing things like Gohan, pops in cards while swinging into them as well as focus on clearing board. They need to go. I just need to grind out the resources and just deal with that. So kept going on and on. He kept at some point, at any point, he turn 3, he charged his first freezer, and then turn 4 he charged his second freezer. So he had 2 golden freezers charged. Then he did drop one. but I didn't need to drop. I didn't need to drop the 8 drop. I was like charging some 8 drops. So I didn't need them until like later on in the game. So I was able to use big. I saw Big Bang Tick, make sure to grab that for ready for freezer after he charged 2. So I removed the freezer and I had to go cool board and replace the energy. And then he was trying to get me down to. I think he might have got me down to, but I played out a Go on the heal. So that way I wasn't in death range. So I learned from my loss and made the Go on the heal rather than like stay at 2. So that way I make sure to avoid making sure to avoid going to 2. It's like when he's swinging, he's only going to 25 to make it so he's not over comboing. Because when he was doing 10Ks, I was comboing 10Ks, so he just kept going to 25. So I was able to just combo 5Ks off to combo that. And I made sure never to get down to 2 because I thought he might have that 4. It's like if he has that 4 freezer, he's lucky enough to see that 4 freezer, or I'm unlucky enough that he gets to see that 4 freezer. So I was avoiding going to 2. Managed to just keep clearing his board, and then drop the Broly's while the pop singer board. I put a bit of pressure on. And he got to the point where now last turn he had 2 life left. He only had on board. I cleared his board. So he had nothing on board to swing with. So he had to do just 1 damage. I didn't have many cards. I had a Gohan that I played the turn before that I didn't attack with to keep that as combo power, a super combo, and a 5 or 10k in hand. So I knew I could out combo, so I have to make sure that if he goes, I just have to make sure that he can't kill me on a swing. So I think I did have a net like 2 5Ks in hand, or 5K and a 10K in hand, super combo, a dead card of like just after strength, and then my Gohan on board. So when it came to swing with lead, only went to 25, comboed out that with 5K. Then he dropped the. No, I think he might have had the Ginyu on board, but he was able to rest that and draw a card. And then he played out his 2-drop freezer, swung with that to lead, only comboed off a 5K. I just comboed off the other card in hand. That wasn't the super combo. I comboed that. So I'm right, I'm absolutely fine now. He's only got 5 energy, so you can drop the freezer and swing. He hasn't got many cards in hand either. So you drop the 5 got swing, and I can out combo that, and I'm just gonna go to 1. I'm gonna be fine. That's it. That's GG. But then he drops the SR Ginyu to then untap because he's got the Ginyu, the 1-drop Ginyu, and the freeze on board. So I figured, all right, now if he hasn't I think I'm still fine because if he combos up into Ginyu, he doesn't have much. He's got 3 cards in hand. So if he's got a freezer, I'll take a card. I've got a super combo in hand as well, and he'll be tapped out. So unless he's got so I'll have the Gohan on board. I'll have the super combo to go 30, and I'll also get a card from life, which even if it's a dead card, I should be able to out combo that with those 2. Because if he combos a 10k, I got a 10k with Gohan, and I got the super combo to out combo the freezer. So he just puts Zingers 25 again. I combo off the Gohan, and then he's able to always got in hand is a cooler and I think a freezer. So he just drops a cooler, swings, does that, and I just go right my turn. Sack of energy to draw a card, draw into a Broly, pop it down and pop the cooler, and just that's game because he did take a life at some point with the freezer swing to have more. I can have more cards to make sure he's trying to combo and get me down to 2. So I managed to successfully take that out, and then just happy going right. That's it. Definitely top 16. Interested to find out where I place afterwards, and just happy with my overall record, to be honest, because it was the only I actually did have a lot of fun playing it. I haven't had fun playing I play locals, but playing the same decks over and over again, just playing Ginyu, same decks against every week to kind of get a bit boring. And on the client, it's not as fun because you can't play anything you want to play because trying to get the cards to play stuff is next to impossible. And also along with that is also you get some people who have absolutely everything. You some people who barely have anything, just playing casually. Some people just quit after a certain thing, or some people it's not the client is not great. It could have been so much better, but it's not great. So it's nice to actually play in person. I actually really enjoyed it. And then come the standings, and I end up managing to place 4th. So choosing my tiebreakers, I was able to come in 4th with Broly. Managed to get me the top 64 being the Vegeta, top 32 being the Goku, top 16 being the Zero Goku, and then top 4 to get those sleeves. Now I was just betting if I put the sleeves on. So the only thing I didn't get to was the playmat, which was only for first, but then I did lose a round, so I never would have got that. But that would have been nice, but don't need a mat when I've got my own mat. That's what I want a mat for Star Wars as well. But yeah, I was happy to get there. So we got myself got in to 6-1 at 4th, so just squeaked in there, just due to tight breakers as well. because my opponent's win percentage was pretty good. And yeah, my buddy James from the Northeast Kais from Newcastle lot, ended up going 6-1 with Goku, and like yeah, it's the 2 U7 Gokus for that topped. And yeah, the top 8 was basically 2 Gohans, 4 Broly, and 2 of the U7 Goku, which is not very no Frieza in there, but then yeah, like still Frieza in the top cut. Like Frieza was in the top 16. The nice thing was the one person I lost to also made top 16, and my last round opponent made the top 16 as well. But then yeah, some of the other people I played like MTK and Sid just missed out on top 16, going there like with X2. So yeah, it was a really nice event. Like it was run pretty smoothly. Like there was no real issues really for this one. We were just waiting for it to go around, and yeah, there was no really issues with this event, which was nice, was again unexpected for OPE. But yeah, I had a lot of time. I think with the UK as well, like I can't bother to fly out to different countries, like in the EU, to play in set 2 meta, or even just play this game. I just prefer to I'll go to the like in-person ones for the UK, and the next one is Leicester. But luckily for the Leicester one, that is going to be set 3, so I'm going to have to go and see if there's something interesting in set 3 that kind of like helps sort out the meta, because I know it's just top Q, and I can't remember the best top Q, because I prefer just to play yellow even though I play green. I might consider that depending on what changed, but yeah, it was nice playing person, a lot better than like it is on the client and stuff. I actually really enjoyed myself. So that's it from me today. I will give my list, but you can just check out the list because I have a link to Limitless here. I have a link to my list. Well, you can probably see my list here. It's just a standard, nothing interesting. 12 extras, 2 instant, 3 meteor, 2 big bang, and 4 destructive strength. And then you got the cantrips. You got the 1 drops of 4 Goku, 4 Gohan, and 3 Moa. The Exicity. Then you got my ramp as Vegeta, 4 Vegeta, 4 Goku, 3 Turtles. And then for the bigger ones, we've got 3 Gohan to go with the 3 Gohan and 2 androids 17 and 18 for my 6 drops for like healing and pressure. And under 16 because it's a good 10k combo, and also good for the mirror to have like the get back at the goal, which actually saved me from my second game. And then of course we've got the 4 super combos, 1 secret rare just for the clear board, which actually come out actually came down useful as well. I can't remember if I cleared the board, but at least dropped it to put some pressure in the mirror match. Just dropped it to a swing for 50. Before I asked one that got Broly taking out Broly, it was the secret rare, because I dropped out just a swing, sent out Broly a swing and put more pressure at 50k, forcing out like a gigantic meteor and a 5k. And then we got the 4 Brolys, because you need 4 Brolys. But that's it from me today. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.